Hey guys, it's me, and if you guys do wonder why I have been gone for a few days, it's this. My throat was hurting a lot, and I just didn't want to make a video. I wasn't motivated or anything. I was going to make a video yesterday, but I still didn't really feel that great, so I just decided to not. And yeah, my throat does still hurt, but yeah, I would just want to make a new video today, and I just want to see if I could make a video right now, and to see if my throat will hurt on the recording of me making the video. So yeah, if you wonder what the what if is, it's what if Naruto had sword release, and I will explain it after when we're done with the intro.
I feel like God, I'm a Kage. Whoa, busting my ass, I know off days. Whoa, me, I've been working, I grind from the ground, and now you see my drip is so Kage. Kage. No tell beat Kasame. Never had breaks, no off days. Bitch, my drip hope. Look, boy, I'm a legend, but bound my presence. Don't test me, I'm ready. My drip like Hokage. See you and I, we both had nothing in common. I move like Kakashi, I do shit around. Let's go. Gun Shinobi from the unknown. Said I gotta show that I'm with it. I got gusto, not tell false. I kill them, we all cut throats. Had to put the work in, show them what the work is. Came up from the bottom, now I'm up though. Ayy, stuck up at the trenches, now I'm on my lit shit. Give me serious, one punch, hold on. What the fuck, ayy? Pass up the race, gotta show 'em my plane when I amp up the stakes. High like a satellite, we can get us rapping right there. With the team, we can run up the fade. Sold out a young lame, I said one day flex with a team, they love what I say. And when I'm showing up, no one as cold as us, guarantee I'ma go fuck up the game. Kage, running from the bottom to the top place. Young little legend from the village to the my way. Now they trying to copy like a catchy.
So if you wonder how the Kage Genkai works, this is how it works. Sword release is a Kage Genkai that is in the Uzumaki family. It's the type of Kage Genkai that not many women have. They mostly get the chakra chains but men have. This Kage Genkai works like this. First, you can put your chakra into the thing that you would like to turn into a sword, and this does matter on the person's chakra. And if that person's chakra is very pure, then the sword will have like a golden texture around it. But if that person's chakra is very dark and very untrustworthy, that sword will be a blackish texture of energy. Yeah, this is how it works. If you have a lot of pure energy, the sword will be very golden and it will show a strong amount of golden energy. If you have a low amount of golden energy. But if you have a low amount of dark energy, it will show a lot of low darkness in your sword that you made. But if you have a lot of a strong dark energy, it will show a strong darkness. So yeah, that's pretty much how the sword works. Even though this is a bit fan fiction, like this is my own Kage Genkai, I still wanted to make it and I was still like, it's a cool idea in my opinion. But yeah, finally let's get to the what if. Nothing much would change in the Nine Tails attack. Nothing would change. Obito would still control the Nine Tails. Naruto would still live with Kushina and Minato also living. Sorry if my voice did sound a bit weird there. So yeah, we're just gonna first start in Naruto's life. We would get a Naruto that always loved playing around with blades. He always liked swords, he always liked kunai, katana. He always used them. Also forgot to mention, comment down below any ideas do you want for like this Kage Genkai of special abilities for the sword. And yeah, comment down below. Okay, let's get back to the what if. Naruto, yeah, was interested in blades, kunais, and everything that had a sharp edge in it. And he always trained with it, and he always liked using a blade or a kunai. Hiruzen would have took interest in this and would have let Naruto practice on using a kunai, a katana, and Naruto would have trained by this, becoming extremely skilled with martial arts with a blade. He always practiced his taijutsu with his blade and his physical strength and his mental abilities. Make him always mentally fit, strong, and healthy, and he always practiced using a sword and always wanted his dream to become a sword master. And he didn't want to be a ninja, he wanted to be a samurai. But he knew that he lived in a ninja village, so he's going to have to become a ninja. And he did accept that fact, but still he would like to become a samurai. But currently his goal was to become the master and the master of a sword. He wanted to have a great sword by his side, and he ever wished to become the greatest. He He wanted his proper sword. He wanted an actual sword, not the ones that Hiruzen just gave him to practice. He actually wanted a sword, not a wooden sword, a actual sword. Hiruzen would have gotten this of when he went to the academy. He would have been so happy that he finally has a sword and he can finally train with it. He would have instantly trained with it, being above even Jonin with his sword skills. And when shinobis or when the genin had to learn about how to make shadow clones and everything, Naruto always practiced in his chakra control to be able to one day be able to put chakra natures in his sword, reading about it. Think about a swordsman can always become a great swordsman with chakra natures of putting it in their swords and always practicing with it. Naruto took this to heart and he always practiced with chakra natures, and he did learn with his chakra natures. After learning at least decent chakra control, still having it pretty terrible, he did learn what his chakra natures were. They were wind and lightning. So yes, I did add Naruto with an extra chakra nature. So he would have had a sword in his back, and he is currently training in chakra natures. He first tried lightning but failed. Then he proceeded to practice for a few days. Then he decided to try wind, which was a bit easier for him. And learning it to put it in his blade, and learning if he swiped with it, he can make a giant wind gust swipe, and if anything gets in front of it, it will get sliced in half or shred to ribbons. It's how he would like it. And he learned that this makes his blade a lot sharper. Then he wondered what would happen if I combine lightning style and wind style in my blade. We decided to put this for another date, him thinking that's going to be way too difficult for me. My chakra control isn't the best. And anyways, we're about to graduate from the academy and I can barely do one clone. We proceed to go back and sleep, realizing, wait, I just realized. Wait, isn't it today the graduation exam? I proceed to get up from bed and proceed to get ramen, instant ramen, eat it, and he proceed to go to the academy. Then realizing that it was today. Then realizing I'm not ready, I only can summon one clone. And he would have saw everyone done at least about 3 clones, and Naruto would have been up. Naruto would have done 1 clone, but 2 of the other clones being very lifeless. Imagine those 2 clones from canon. Aruka would have said to Naruto, you can only pass with 3 clones, you only made 1. Sorry, but I can't let you pass. Even though you did excellent in the other ones, you still can't pass. Naruto would have pounded the ground, proceeding to say, dang it, and would have stepped off with a huff and a puff. Mizuki, just like in canon, would have spoken to Naruto, and Naruto would have done the same thing in canon. Naruto would normally get that this would probably be a trap, reading all those books and reading about deception and everything, but he just didn't care. He just wanted to pass. He needed to pass, or you can't show off his skills and never become a master swordsman. Then we get to Naruto. Naruto would be at the scroll ceiling and he would have done this. He would have learned the first jutsu being about clones, and he would learn about this being able to make bundles and bundles of clones like in the original. He would have saw other jutsus wanted to learn, but then he would have saw Mizuki coming, proceeding to say, here Mizuki. But then we would see Iruka coming, scolding Naruto, and then realizing that Mizuki's here. Iruka and Mizuki would have talked like in the original. Mizuki would have told Naruto about the Nine-Tailed Fox. Iruka saying for Naruto to run, but then Naruto would have came back, and he actually came back with his blade. What are you going to do with that, brat? I won't let you hurt my sensei. Naruto instantly charging in and doing a slice against Mizuki. Mizuki would have blocked with a kunai, but he would have noticed that his kunai was barely taking the force. And he would have noticed that Naruto was going extremely fast, and would have noticed Naruto was going for a second swipe, but then strategically made a shadow clone jutsu and would have held Mizuki, but barely. Mizuki would have been trying to get out, but Naruto would have used his sword using wind release and would have just poked Mizuki with the sword, still going through Mizuki, but not trying to cut him in half. It would have made a hole in Mizuki's lower half of his stomach, and Mizuki would have coughed up blood but still standing, throwing a kunai. Naruto would have used one release, easily cutting the kunai in half. Mizuki would have thrown about 10 kunai at Naruto at the same time, but Naruto would have easily blocked them all. You're pathetic, Mizuki. Mizuki would have said, What is happening? You're not even a genin yet. You're not even supposed to be a genin. You failed the academy. How are you beating me? Simple, because you're weak. Summoning about 15 shadow clones and then proceeding to say Uzumaki Barrage, but actually cutting up Mizuki, not killing him but still cutting him in places that Mizuki would not liked. Not like, the private part, but just the other parts, like his arms, his legs, and also like his knees. And he would also proceed to cut a massive scar through Mizuki's eye. Mizuki would collapse to the ground, proceeding to say Then Naruto proceeded to say, never hurt my sensei again. Aruka would have saw the whole thing, being extremely impressed with Naruto and proceeding to pat Naruto in the back and then proceeding to say, I'll treat you to ramen, but first we need to get Mizuki to the investigation chamber. Naruto would have nodded, proceeding to go with Aruka. Mizuki would be laying on the ground, clearly lifeless, but still having a heartbeat and alive. They would have gotten Mizuki to the Konoha police. They would have investigated him, and they were going to send Mizuki to a ninja police or like a ninja prison, but Mizuki would have escaped somehow. And it was reported that they saw a couple of snakes with Mizuki, but thought this was a torture strategy with Anko. They would question Anko about it, but Anko proceeded to say, I never put any snakes, then realizing Orochimaru, and then they proceeded to go and they would have saw Orochimaru, then speaking, sorry I have to get to the trouble, I have to get this one, and tell him and maybe give him some power for an experiment. Orochimaru would proceed to go. Anko would have tried to chase Orochimaru, but not being successful. Now we get back to the teams being called. Aruka would have called all the teams, and it would have been Sakura Haruno, Naruto Uzumaki, and Sasuke Uchiha. All the other teams would have already been picked up by their senseis. Then we get to Naruto, proceeding to say, Aruka, why are we here? Or why have we been here for so long? Aruka would have said, I don't know, Naruto, but I have to go. Aruka would have left the academy, and yeah, it was just basically them having to wait for their sensei. And finally, after 3 hours later, Kakashi would have gotten here. Kakashi would just say, oh, were you waiting for me? 2 of the team members were supposed to say, yes, we have been, being Naruto and Sakura. But we get to Sasuke, just thinking, I'll finally be a genin, and I'll finally be able to one day be as powerful as my brother and kill him. Kakashi proceeds to say, sorry. Okay, now we get to the rooftop. And what do I think of this team right now? As boring. Naruto would have ran at Kakashi with anger, but Kakashi would have just ran out of the way and just would have body flickered. Naruto decided to just do the same thing. We see Sasuke and Sakura running up through the stairs, or Sasuke walking and Sakura running. Then she would have slowed down and just been speaking to Sasuke ignoring her. And now we would get to Kakashi and Naruto speaking for a little bit and just talking about themselves, and then finally Sakura and Sasuke would have gotten here. Then Kakashi would say, what are your 3 goals? Sakura and Sasuke would have been just like in canon, and Naruto would have said, I want to be a swordsman. Not only a swordsman, the strongest swordsman, and to be also a master swordsman. I want to be known as the master swordsman of the leaf. He would have looked at Naruto, proceeding to say, interesting goal. He would explain the belt test, leaving. Naruto and everyone of Team 7 would have got some sleep and would have gotten there. Kakashi doing the exact same thing, taking an extreme amount of time. Kakashi would have said, well then, this is going to be my team, or if they pass the test, then they'll be my team. Kakashi would be thinking this in his head. Team 7 would have been screaming at Kakashi. Even with Sasuke showing a bit of sorry, I am bad with English. Kakashi would have started the test. The whole Team 7 would have been in the woods. Kakashi would be able to pinpoint only one, being Sakura Haruno. He would have gone for this one first, easily defeating Sakura, trapping her with that genjutsu. Then he would proceed to say, well then, I guess I'm going to have to go on a wild goose chase finding the other two, then proceeding to sprint off, or running off, Naruto style, trying to pinpoint the other two, but then would gotten a slice on his chest, realizing who did that. Surprised that he didn't see it. Then he would have gotten kicked in the back. Who the hell is this? Then he would have decided to pay more attention. Then finally seeing a blur, then blocking it with his kunai, proceeding to say, so, Naruto Uzumaki. Guess I'm going to have to put down my book. Putting it down. Then he would have saw a couple of kunai going at him, being Sasuke, seeing this as the perfect moment. He would have gotten hit, turning into a bunch of logs. Sasuke would have came up front Naruto, proceeding to say, do you know where he went? Naruto would say, no. Then realizing he could be on the ground, proceeding to jump to a nearby branch, and then Kakashi would have grabbed Sasuke by the leg. Sasuke would say, what the hell? Naruto would have instantly went and would have cut in a little bit of Kakashi's hand. Kakashi retreating and currently is treating his hand. Then he would have gotten out of the ground and would have actually had a taijutsu fight with Sasuke, but then Naruto would have stepped in, kicking Kakashi in the stomach. Kakashi would have gotten out his kunai, then would have said, well then, Naruto Uzumaki, I will be testing you. I'm going to have to let your other teammates stay out of this. I have to commend you guys. You're having pretty good teamwork. Sasuke and Naruto proceed to say, we're not working together. Well then, I'm going to have to battle you a bit harder. Going after Naruto first. Then having a clash with him with his kunai, proceeding to say, I have to say, your sword skills are probably in Jonin level, and that you were able to block my kunai, even though I was actually going full speed, but without my Sharingan. Kakashi would try to kick Naruto, but Naruto was just gonna block it with his other hand with using a bit of like the armor that he currently has. It is the same outfit that is in the thumbnail. Kakashi would have projected this, proceeding to actually throw the kunai and then proceeding to grab Naruto's hand and then proceeding to pull up Naruto and then proceeding to get both of his legs and then proceeding to smash Naruto into a tree, taking advantage that Naruto is just 12 and taking advantage of his size. But Naruto would have actually proceeded to catch himself, proceeding to go up to the air and then proceeding to go on a couple of branches, proceeding to say that hurt like hell, and then proceeding to go for another attack. Kakashi predicted this, proceeding to block it with a kunai. Then Naruto would actually proceed to kick Kakashi in the face. Then would have said, I'm gonna have to kick this up a notch, proceeding to put some chakra natures in his sword, putting wind. Then he would have went for a second slice, Kakashi managing to dodge, but Naruto still not going too fast, now activating the wind. But yeah, it would have easily cut it through the kunai. Then Kakashi would have managed to dodge, and if he didn't dodge, that probably would have decapitated him, and Naruto would have hit the ground completely, like, you know, like it's kind of slicing it in half, and it's kind of like Sakura's punch when she's punching the ground. He would have completely sliced up like the ground, creating a couple of like cubes in the ground, and these cubes would have been in the air, proceeding to say, you got lucky. Then proceeding to say, one slash, proceeding to summon a one slash, sending it at Kakashi. Kakashi would have proceeded to dodge this barely, but then there would be fireball jutsu. Naruto smiling, and then this would have hit Kakashi square in the head or in the face. Kakashi's mask would have been burnt off. Then I'm seeing Kakashi's face. I'm surprised that he burned off my mask. And Kakashi's face would have been extremely burnt, taking the full brunt of that fireball. Kakashi proceeded to say, I wonder how am I not dead? Kakashi proceeded to say, I actually decided to pass you guys, right here and right now. Naruto and Sasuke would have been confused, proceeding to say, wait, why are you passing us? We haven't gotten the bells yet. You showed teamwork, and you showed your techniques, and you showed that you're way above even getting it, in my opinion. But still, you are going to have to take the exams to proceed to see if you are above. But now, I feel like I should end this video off here. Okay, yeah, I'm going to end the video off here. I will show the Kite on the next part. And yeah, I just wanted to give you this video. And I know this video is a bit longer than my usual videos. But yeah, I just wanted to make a long video for apologizing for kinda leaving YouTube for a couple of days. And yeah, this recording probably would have been way longer, but right now my voice feels awful, or my neck actually feels awful. And if you did notice, my voice did go a bit like weird in a few places. Like it did go a bit weird in the audio because like my voice is right now just hurting, or like, yeah, my voice isn't hurting, it's my neck. My neck is currently just hurting and it's pretty bad. So yeah, this is the end of the video. Make sure to go check out the Discord link in the description. Make sure to go put any ability suggestions with the sword. Sorry for that message that you heard in the background, but yeah, the end of the video. Discord link in the description. Send any ideas of what ifs. Send any ideas of what I'll try to do for a special ability of this sword, because I will be adding a few more things. But yeah, bye guys. Correction. He will not be looking like what he looks in the thumbnail. He will be looking like what he looks like right now in the video on screen in the photo. That's actually what he looks like, not what I said in the thumbnail. So yeah, I don't think that he actually looks like KCM1 or KCM2 Naruto, or I meant 6 Paths Naruto. Don't think he actually looks like that.
Ambulance need to pick 'em up. 6 shots to the head like wall. Run through the 6, no walls. Don't money, don't hands, no.
Bye! Have a beautiful time!